The second batch of the Twitter files have dropped, revealing what many have been saying for years, that Twitter discriminated against and suppressed conservative voices.
This was round two in a series of tweets, independent journalist Bari Weiss detailing the alleged censorship. She said this in a new Twitter files investigation reveals that teams of Twitter employees build blacklists. They prevent disfavored tweets from trending and actively limit the visibility of entire accounts or even trending topics, all in secret, without informing users. And Twitter once had a mission to give everyone the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barriers. Along the way, barriers, nevertheless, were erected.
An example Weiss gave was Dr. Jay Bhattacharya of Stanford University, a frequent guest on this network, who was against COVID lockdowns. You can see that he was placed on a recent abuse, strike, and trends blacklist. Libs of TikTok was another account that was on the trends blacklist too, and designated as of particular interest that you had to, if you wanted to do anything, you had to consult with the Integrity Policy Escalation Support Team with respect to libs of TikTok. But as Weiss notes, Twitter denied it did all of these things. In 2018, Twitter's head of legal policy and trust and also the head of product said, "We do not shadow ban." They added, quote, "and we certainly don't shadow ban based on political viewpoints or ideology." Matt Schlapp joins us now to discuss. He's the chairman of CPAC and the American Conservative Union. Matt, a lot of people for years, when you'd say, "Well, I'm being shadow banned on Twitter," they'd say, "Oh, you're just being a conspiracy theorist. They're not really doing that to you." What are your thoughts on this latest batch of Twitter files?
You know, what's amazing to me is that there seems to be no consequence to these people who stand up before Congress and lie about what's going on inside their company. I mean, it seems like whenever President Trump said anything, it was the subject of an impeachment hearing. And here you have one of the most important companies in the whole world going up before Congress, testifying falsely about their policies, going on all major media platforms, lying about their policies. And Tom, the worst part of all this is it's like, it'd be one thing if it was just like to lie about some policy you wanted to get done. They lied in a way to do everything they could to elect Joe Biden to the White House, which is why so many Americans are disgusted at the way our elections are going down.
Well, and the other thing too is that it's clear from the first batch that you had the FBI was involved in guiding how they were handling censorship of stories, and that could have also extended to HHS and the COVID lockdowns and discussion about the administration's COVID policy.
Yeah, I just wanted to add too the fact that there was a trends blacklist, a search blacklist, a do not amplify category here, and you can also block accounts from being included in a hashtag search. Tell me about the impact, Matt, this could have on getting information out to just your average Twitter user who wants to find out more about what certain accounts are saying on various news topics.
Yeah, I just want to say this, which is Twitter came to CPAC to sit down with me and to sit down with my team to go through how we could use Twitter better. This is back when Twitter was just taking off. They sucked all of us in. And they lied to us and they said, we're not going to, be the referee between right and left on policy issues. We want everybody who comes to CPAC to view Twitter as a safe place to explain themselves and to learn. And then we all came in. They verified my account. I started getting a lot of followers. I started using Twitter. And then they, deceptively, lying all the way publicly, changed all these policies to help the left 100% of the time. And here's the thing that's truly tragic. We have a lot of conversations in our society today about people following conspiracy theories. The problem is, though, people aren't going to legitimate news sites to get news because these quote unquote legitimate news sites have been lying to them so spectacularly. So it creates a society in which we don't hold facts in common. Newsmax is an antidote to this problem. We need more places where people can go, no matter what their ideological persuasion, to get basic facts. And the mainstream news has destroyed the credibility of the ability to say, here are the facts.
Matt, real quick follow-up to you. You mentioned that you believe that they've lied to the public repeatedly. If they did go before Congress, and we know that Twitter executives have gone before Congress over the last number of years on some of these issues, if they did lie to Congress, is that something that Republicans need to advance in terms of some consequences there?
Yeah, of course. This has happened before, where Eric Holder was held in contempt of Congress. But it takes a DOJ, you know this, Tom, it takes a nonpartisan DOJ, no matter who's the president. The Department of Justice and certainly the FBI are supposed to be above politics. The problem now is with Merrick Garland as our AG. He is basically the general counsel for the Democrat National Committee more than he's the head of the DOJ, and he will do nothing that hurts the Democratic Party or their allies. So for those of us who believe in the Constitution and the rule of law, it's been suspended to help those on the left. And Twitter will probably get away with everything it did. But God bless Elon Musk, because at least now we're going to know the truth.
Well, much more to come, I'm sure. Matt Schlapp, thank you for joining us, the head of CPAC and the American Conservative Union. Appreciate it.